Good morning, students. In the last lecture, we learned about the parallelogram law of vector addition and some examples based on it. Today, we are going to see another important topic, which is resolution of vectors. Okay, या आधीच्या पिरियडमध्ये आपण पॅरलॉग्राम लॉ ऑफ वेक्टर एडिशन आणि त्याच्यावरचे काही एक्झाम्पल्स बघितलेले आहेत. आज आपल्याला एक पुन्हा नवीन टॉपिक, इम्पॉर्टंट टॉपिक बघायचा आहे. तो आहे रिझोल्यूशन ऑफ वेक्टर्स. सो व्हॉट इज द रिझोल्यूशन ऑफ वेक्टर्स? एनी वेक्टर can be represented as the sum of the two or more vectors in a particular direction. Such splitting, such combination is called as the resolution of vectors. For example, when we draw a vector, this vector is splitted in two or more than two components. This splitting, this dividing of a vector into its components along the particular directions is called as the resolution of vector. एखाद्या वेक्टरला आपण दोन किंवा दोन पेक्षा जास्त वेक्टरच्या कॉम्बिनेशन मध्ये लिहू शकतो. तर या प्रक्रियेला, या प्रोसेसला त्या वेक्टरचं स्प्लिटिंग किंवा त्या वेक्टरचं रिझोल्यूशन असं आपण म्हणतो. द स्प्लिटिंग ऑफ अ वेक्टर into two or more than two components along a given direction are called as, or it is called as the resolution of vector. कोणताही वेक्टर आपण दोन किंवा दोन पेक्षा जास्त कंपोनंटच्या सहाय्याने रिप्रेझेंट करू शकतो. तर या ठिकाणी आपण रिझोल्यूशन ऑफ वेक्टर काय आहे ते बघून राहिलो आहे. तर रिझोल्यूशन करत असताना जर आपण जे काही कंपोनंट घेऊन राहिलो, या कंपोनंट मधला जर अँगल हा 90 डिग्रीचा असेल, इफ द अँगल बिटवीन टू कंपोनंट्स or the angle between any two components is equal to 90 degree, then we can say that these components are called as the rectangular components. If the angle is equal to 90 degree between the two directions or two components, then these components are called as the rectangular components. त्यांना रेक्टेंग्युलर कंपोनंट असं म्हणतात. ओके, समजा एखाद्या वेक्टरला दिला आहे वेक्टर ए. तर या वेक्टरला मी अल्फा ए, गॅमा ए वाय, बीटा ए झेड अशा प्रकारे डिनोट करू शकतो. तर ही जी प्रोसेस आहे, या प्रोसेसला स्प्लिटिंग किंवा रिझोल्यूशन ऑफ वेक्टर असं म्हणतात. आणि छोटंसं एक्झाम्पल किंवा एक छोटंसं आपण प्रूफ या ठिकाणी घेणार आहोत. त्यासाठी कन्सिडर अ वेक्टर आर रिप्रेझेंटेड बाय ओसी. या ठिकाणी हा जो आपण ओसी हा वेक्टर उरलेला आहे, त्याला आपल्याला नाव द्यायचं आहे आर. तर आपण असं लिहू शकतो इथं वेक्टर ओसी इज इक्वल टू वेक्टर आर. आता या ठिकाणी हा जो वेक्टर आहे, या वेक्टर पासून आपण एक्स ऍक्सिस वर आणि वाय ऍक्सिस वर परपेंडिक्युलर्स ड्रॉ केलेले आहेत. ड्रॉ अ परपेंडिक्युलर फ्रॉम दिस पॉइंट सी on the x axis at point A and on the y axis at point B. Okay, let OA vector OA is equal to Rx. Why we write here x? X is nothing but the direction of the axis. And OB is equal to R1. Okay, so OC is equal to R, OA is equal to Rx, and OB is equal to Ry. Then according to the triangle law, according to the triangle law. What happens? OA plus AC, OA plus AC is equal to OC. Look at here, the direction of OA, the direction of AC, they are in the order, but this OC is in the opposite direction. So we can write vector OA plus vector AC is equal to vector OC. What is OA? This equal to Rx, vector Rx, plus what is AC? Now we know that these two sides, opposite sides, OB and AC, they must be equal. So we can write this as Ry, vector Ry. Okay, so we can write here, this is vector Ry, which is equal to vector R. So we can write simply here, आपण अशा प्रकारे इथे लिहू शकतो, R is equal to vector Rx plus vector Ry. अशा प्रकारे आपण या वेक्टरला या दोन वेक्टरच्या कॉम्बिनेशन मध्ये लिहू शकतो. आपण याला अशा प्रकारे सुद्धा रिप्रेझेंट करू शकतो, वेक्टर R is equal to I Rx plus J Ry, where this I and J, या ठिकाणी I आणि J काय आहेत? They are I and J, they are the unit vectors along X and Y axis. Okay, so this is vector R is equal to I Rx plus J Ry. This is called as the splitting or the resolution of a vector into its components. And these components Rx and Ry, they are rectangular components because this Ry and Rx, the angle between them is equal to 90 degrees. So they are called as the rectangular components. Now consider, this is angle theta made by this vector R with Rx. Consider this theta is the angle made by this vector R with Rx. Then what is sine theta is equal to? What is sine theta is equal to? Sine theta means opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Means we can write here the magnitude R divided by Ry. Sorry, this is Ry upon this Ry is the opposite side and this R is the hypotenuse. Therefore, we can write sine theta is equal to Ry upon R, or simply we can write here this Ry is equal to what? It is equal to R sine theta. Okay. So this is the relation between the component and this angle made by this vector R with the Rx. And what is cos theta? Cos theta is equal to adjacent side is equal to Rx. So we can write here this Rx divided by R is equal to. So we can write here Rx is equal to R cos theta. So this is the x component of vector R in the form of angle theta. Okay, so Rx is the x component of this vector along the x axis. Now suppose we need to calculate the magnitude of this vector R. So we can take the square of this equation. This is R square sin square theta plus R square cos square theta is equal to rx square plus ry square. Now we can take common r square from this. So here this r square sin square theta plus cos square theta, which is equal to rx square plus ry square. Now we know that this is a trigonometric identity, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So here we can write r square is equal to rx square plus ry square. Okay, so therefore the magnitude of this vector is equal to under root rx square plus ry square. Okay, so this is the magnitude. R is equal to under root rx square plus ry square. Now if we need the direction of this vector r with this rx, then we write here tan theta is equal to. So what is tan theta is equal to? Tan theta means opposite side, that is ry divided by rx. Okay, so by using these two equations we can calculate the magnitude and the direction of this vector with the x component. Okay, if this component is divided into three parts along the three perpendicular axes x, y and z, then this equation becomes, this resultant becomes r is equal to under root rx square plus ry square plus rz square. Okay, in this way today we discussed about the resolution of vector into 2 dimensions as well as in the case of 3 dimensions. In the next lecture we see the very important topic, multiplication of vector, that is scalar product and vector product. This is for today. Have a good day. Bye.